here and giving us your time to hear us out and what we have to say to you guys. Before I start, I just wanted to give you a little background of my journey because it's a little different than a lot of my brothers and sisters here. I came to the United States in 2006 from Saudi Arabia. Whole different country, whole different culture, all the way across the world. And when I first got here, I was all by myself. I didn't have any friends, no family whatsoever. So I kind of had to do things on my own. And that included, finding my own place, signing up for classes, finding where the classes are. It's a big school. And my first year was kind of scary, I'm not gonna lie. Even my English wasn't even that good, it was a little rusty. But, I went through my first year. I finished it, got it done. My second year came around and was pretty much just like my first year. Just the same thing, going to class, going back home, and that was it. And that's when it hit me. It's like, that's not what college is supposed to be about. We were in high school, we grew up watching movies, and college is more than that. It has a lot more to offer. You just have to go out and find what it has to offer. And so I made a vow to myself that by the third year, I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna take action, whatever it is. And true, my third year came around, I started walking around the tables like hungry pigs, talked to all the organizations out there, signed up my name, and they were all welcoming. Everybody was cool, everybody wanted you to join them. But thankfully, I stumbled upon Delta Sigma Chi. And the first thing that really attracted me to Delta Sigma Chi was the fact that they were co-ed. And being that I was by myself here, I wanted the second family away from home. And in most families, you have female and males. So that kind of really attracted me. I signed up, they welcomed me with open arms. They didn't care that I wasn't, Hispanic or Latino, nothing like that. They didn't care about that. They welcomed me. I came to orientation. It was in this room right here 4 years ago. And I just loved it. I went through the pledging process, one of the best times in my life. And I would do it all over again if I could. And that's how my journey started with DSC. And what I really wanted to talk to you guys about, though, is what DSC, why you should get involved right now, and what DSC will do for you after you graduate. Because, let's be honest, we're all here to graduate, right? So, a lot of you might say to yourself, well, why should I get involved? What is the reason for me to join an organization? You might say to yourself, well, I already have friends. I get good grades. I help out my community. I party hard. You do all that stuff. So there's no need for me to join an organization. There's no need for me to get involved. But let me ask you this. How do you know what you need yet from college? None of you have been out in the real world yet to really know what you need from college yet. In high school, when we were all in high school, it was very simple and basic. You get good grades, you get into the school you wanted, right? It was simple as that. There's no interview with the dean. You don't sit with the dean and he's asking you like, oh, what's your qualifications, or what can you bring to our university? There's none of that stuff. You apply, and if you have the grades, you got accepted. That's how I did it. I was in Saudi Arabia on some dial-up internet. I went to the website, applied, uploaded my grades, and they respond with an email saying, congratulations, you got accepted to Cal State Long Beach. So I was like, hell yeah, let's go to America. Yeah. But that's from high school to college, very easy transition. But when you're going from college, to the working world afterwards, it's a lot different. I mean, yeah, you need good grades, you need a high GPA, but that's not the only thing they look for. Why do you think they have job interviews? They have job interviews because they want to see who's really qualified for that position. Who took the time in college to really develop themselves and prepare for that position. Who took a full college experience? That's what they're looking for. If it was just to buy high grades and you get hired, then a lot of people wouldn't get the job they wanted. Because not everybody can get a high GPA. But they have job interviews to see what you did in college, how did you prepare for life afterwards. Now, I'm going to throw a scenario at you really quick. What's your name?
Audrey.
Audrey? Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's say you are a manager of this company, right? You own this company, that's your baby. You're trying to make it grow and be successful, right? Mm-hmm. So you want to hire the best people to make it grow with you, right? So let's say this person came up to you, fresh out of college, they have a 5.0 GPA, right? So this person was very smart in their major, very intelligent. They knew the whole book from back and forth, and pretty much all they did in college was go to class, go to the library, and back home. That's all they did. They didn't have time to make friends. They didn't have time to network or meet people. They didn't care about making friends, none of that stuff. So pretty much this person had no communication skills, right? They had no networking skills or leadership skills. They didn't know how to work with others. So they weren't a team player. They didn't know how to make friends or talk at all. So as a manager, and you're trying to grow your company, trying to be successful, would you hire this person?
No.
Okay. Give me one reason why you wouldn't hire this person.
Because to have a successful business, you need somebody to advertise and market, and if they don't have communication skills, then they wouldn't really help me out with my business.
Exactly. You're right. Although this person has a great high GPA, but he doesn't have anything else to offer me. Now, if I'm the manager, you know, this person has no communication skills or leadership skills, so they're not going to lead a team. This person has no networking skills, so they're not going to bring me any new clients. And that's how companies grow, from new acquisition, right? This person doesn't know how to work with others, so none of the employees are going to want to work with him. That's going to create problems in productivity later on. So as a manager, as a boss, what does this 5.0 GPA really bring me? At this point, it's just a number on a piece of paper. So to me, this person only got half an education. They only got half. They only got the education that's in the books, in the textbooks, in the classroom. That's all they got. Well, what about the other half? What about the communication skills, the networking skills, leadership, social skills? What about that half? They missed out on getting it. For them to go through college, spend all that money, time, and effort, and to get half an education, that's bad. And they missed out on the most important half, the half that's really going to excel them in their life afterwards. And where do you guys think people get that other half of their education, the most important half? They get it from organizations like Delta Sigma Chi. Now, the classes you're going to be taking now, the classes you're going to be taking in the future, they're not qualified to teach you those skills. All they have is the textbooks and the syllabus, and they have to follow it. That's their job. But here in Delta Sigma Chi, we create leaders. That's our syllabus. Whether you like it or not, in Delta Sigma Chi, you're going to learn how to communicate and network with others, and how to be a leader. Whether you like it or not, you're going to learn how to work with others, and only in our fraternity, how to work with the opposite sex. And above all, you're going to learn how to be confident. I remember a lot of my brothers and sisters here, when they first came, they were shy and quiet and just kept to themselves. And I look at them today, and it's crazy how they've grown. They're outspoken, they're confident. They're already accomplishing great things, and some of them have only been here a semester, a year, even tops. So imagine what they're going to be like once they graduate. They're going to be amazing leaders one day. So a lot of you might be saying to yourself, well, maybe this is too early for me. You know, I'm a freshman, I'm a sophomore. I don't have, you know, it's too early for me to think about that stuff, you know? For now, I just want to have fun, I want to meet people, I want to hang out, I want to party. That's what I want to do now. Maybe later on I'll think about that stuff. And honestly, I don't blame you, because I was the same way. That's all I thought about at that level. But in the back of my head, I knew that one day I was going to graduate. It's going to happen. So I was thinking, why not do both? I'll have my fun, I'll meet friends, I'll have a great time, but at the same time, I'm going to prepare myself for what's going to happen after. And that's what we offer here at Delta Sigma Chi. We offer you a full college experience. I do want to share with you these facts. I've shared them every semester. All my brothers and sisters know them, but I think you guys should also hear it too. Out of the nation's 50 largest corporations, 43 are headed by fraternity members. 85% of the Fortune 500 executives belong in a fraternity. Out of the 47 U.S. Supreme Court justices, 40 of them belong to a fraternity. Every U.S. president and every vice president, except 2, were in a fraternity. And the last one, but the most important one that relates to you guys here tonight, is that over 70% of those who join a fraternity or sorority actually graduate college. So what do these stats show you? What do they mean to you? They tell you that those people who chose to get involved on campus, who chose to join an organization, left and were able to excel in their life afterwards. Those people made a conscious choice. They chose a path that allowed them to become leaders. And you guys here tonight, this semester, you also have a choice. You also get to choose a path. In my experience in college, there's only two types of students. There's only two. The first type, those are the ones that want to better themselves. Those are the ones that want to grow as individuals, want to have a full college experience. They want to become leaders. That's the first type. The second type, those are the ones that are okay with who they are. They're okay with not growing, not developing. Those are the ones that are stuck in what we call the routine. And some of you guys might be familiar with that routine, because I know a lot of my brothers and sisters were stuck in that routine. The routine is that they go to class, they go to work, and they come back home. And they repeat that for the next 3 to 4 years. And guess what? By the time they graduate, they're the same exact person they were when they first started out. The same exact person. For them to spend all that money, the student loans, the time and effort, some of them like away from their family all that time, and for them to graduate and become the same exact person they entered, to me that's sad and a waste of time. College is not about that. College is not about becoming the same person you are when you leave. It's about becoming more and discovering who you are. That's what it's about. But they missed out on that. They just wanted to become mediocre. So you guys here, you guys have a choice. You guys have to choose a path tonight. What student do you want to be? Do you want to be a somebody? Or do you just want to be another body? Now, who's heard that saying, it's not what you know, it's who you know? Who's heard that before? Okay? Forget that. That's BS. That's not the right saying to say. And you'll see that once you graduate, or maybe even ask people that have been out there already. It's not what you know. It's not who you know. It's who knows you. So what are you going to do in college right now to make yourself known afterwards? The fact that you guys are here tonight, the fact that you chose to be here, that you chose the path that led you here, that proves without a doubt that you guys want to better yourself, that you guys want to become more. You want the full college experience. You want to become leaders. The question is, though, are you going to continue on that path? I'd like to share with you guys a quote that it's very inspirational to me, and I hope that it's inspirational to you guys as well. Quote, if you don't choose your own path, if you don't design your own life plan, chances are you'll fall into someone else's path. You'll fall into someone else's plan. And guess what they have planned for you? Not much. In conclusion, if you guys were wanting to join DSC to have fun, to party, to create memories, and just hang out, we provide that. We know how to have fun. We work hard and we play hard. We came up with that saying. We don't have the copyright to it. But while you're creating these memories, while you're having fun with us, while you're creating these life-lasting friendships, we're going to prepare you for what's after. We're going to get you ready so that one day when you graduate, and you will graduate, you're ready to dominate whatever's out there. And that's what Delta Sigma Chi is all about. Thank you guys.